Hello guys and gals, welcome back to GameFeel. I'm sure if you're in the VR space you've heard of Stress Level Zero's flagship game Boneworks, released in December 2019. This Half-Life-esque VR game is truly a step forward for the VR industry, but how does it feel to play? Let's dive in. When you first load into the game, it's as if you're being uploaded to your computer's BIOS. The fact that you have an in-game body feels natural and fantastic. The fact that your in-game body is a physical object that can interact with a game world is a truly crazy thing to experience. The tutorial level is lengthy, but is that way on purpose. It takes time to learn this new body of yours, and that it is truly what it feels like, learning a new body, how to walk, jump, climb, pick up weapons. By the end of the first level, you are absolutely itching to jump full force into the game. As I moved through the game's next few levels, I found myself shooting every box, climbing every climbable surface, and checking behind every corner for secrets. The devs at Stress Level Zero did a fantastic job scattering secret Boneworks chests throughout all the levels, as well as unlockables for the sandbox and arena game modes, but more on that later. The world of Boneworks is wonderfully realized, and I found myself believing I was in the machine. These levels are large and filled with enough content to never feel stale. There is one level in particular towards the end of the game that I was pretty done with when I was finished. Without spoilers, it has a completely different feel from the rest of the game. It was rather small and extremely infuriating, but did introduce a new enemy, so I guess that makes up for it. Other than that, every level was a joy and is worth exploring again and again, which is rare when it comes to VR titles. The story of Boneworks is both straightforward and convoluted, and not entirely integral to your enjoyment of the title. It consists of info dumps given through FMV cutscenes on in-game computer screens once every other level or so. I understand what I was doing, and I understand why I was doing it, but it didn't feel like it had any real weight. The amazing thing is I didn't care. I kept looking forward to the next arena. The story was just a speed bump on my way to knocking heads in the next room. Speaking of knocking heads, what does the combat feel like? The combat is all-in-one, revolutionary, and familiar. Every weapon in the game was programmed to have weight, so swinging a sledgehammer felt entirely different from swinging a sword. This perceived weight allows every weapon to feel fresh as I collected them throughout the levels. The familiar part comes into play when swinging a hatchet feels remarkably like it would if you did it in a reel. It feels hectic, like I'm fighting for my life, especially with stronger enemies introduced later in the game. The only criticism I would have is that the stabbing doesn't feel very punchy, especially when you compare it to newly released Walking Dead Saints and Sinners stabbing mechanics. I'll have a game feel out for it very soon. The combat is a huge plus for Boneworks and keeps me coming back again and again. In summation, the campaign took me approximately 12 hours to complete, and I have nowhere near all the collectibles there are to find. The game demands you replay it, and I am very happy to oblige. This is why it earns a GameFeel score of 9.5 out of 10. I can't imagine it feeling any better. And that is just the campaign. The fully fleshed out arena and sandbox mode is where it truly becomes great, because all the meticulously collecting that you did throughout the multiple playthroughs of the campaign all pay off here in arena and sandbox. When I don't have a ton of time to play, I find myself jumping into a few quick rounds of the arena. Additionally, this is always how I show off the game when my friends come by. Thank you for all making it this far. If you like the content this channel produces, be sure to hit that like button for more. If you have any games that I think I should feel out and get a feel for, just let me know in the comments down below. See you next time.